again, one of the forefathers of personal development and self-help. This conference is bringing, what's really fun for me in this conference, like I'm meeting all these people that I've read or that I've known about, and I'm actually getting to meet them. As a fellow speaker and author, that's like so cool. Because, you know, when you do it yourself, you know, it's like you're so busy kind of doing your own thing, and then all of a sudden you get to meet one of the people like, oh my gosh, I've read your books. It gives probably me the same tingle as it does you when you meet somebody that you've been reading or getting to know over the years. So Arnold Patent is a lawyer and businessman for over 25 years, spent 27 years authoring 7 books, including his best-selling You Can Have It All. I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody that doesn't have that on their bookshelf. You Can Have It All. It's a classic. And he conducts seminars on the laws of the universe. He's appeared in radio, television, including Oprah. Yeah, there you go, Arnold. Oprah, there you go. I've been on myself. We'll have to talk about how you know, the real Oprah between me and you later. And has helped that was supposed to be funny, but okay. Has helped thousands of people to apply these universal principles so that they now enjoy more fulfilling, abundant life. Arnold will support you in appreciating your true power, joyfulness. I love that power, I love that power, joyfulness. The feeling quality of love, the soul energy of the universe. As your joyfulness expands, boy, this is timely because my intention for 2008 is to live in complete joy. So I'm going to be sitting here taking notes because joy is it. You know, you become fearless and then you touch on joy. You got to learn how to be with joy. You know, it's something you got to get used to. You got to like expand into that joy. So Arnold's going to help us expand into that joy and open to the natural side of infinite abundance and unlimited creativity. Because I know that's true. Because when you are fearless, when you do have that expanded ability to be joyful, when you can just say, I'm willing to be joyful, anything is possible. So without further ado, Arnold Patent.
Okay, well, that was very nice. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've had the same experience that you have. I've listened to many of the speakers, and like you said, when you listen to them, you resonate more with one than another, and do stay with that one. Give it a chance. It isn't helpful to play the Chinese restaurant game of 1 from column A, 2 from column B, and so on, because there's an inherent integrity within each system. So if you resonate with it, stay with it and give it a chance. Whether it's 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is, you'll know. But stick with it because that's where you're guided at the present time. And that's the good thing about these conferences. You get a chance to find out where your greatest resonance is. And you will find overlapping. I mean, I've listened to all the speakers, and there's a lot of overlapping in all of them because it all comes from the same basic energy and intention. So I came prepared in one particular way because, you know, when you start, if you're going to be joyful, you need a joke or something. But this isn't a joke. This is, how many of you keep diaries or journals and so on? Okay. And so this is, I never did it, but I learned the importance of it because somebody sent me this. It was a woman who was about to go on a cruise, and she was keeping a diary of her experience on the cruise. And so it was, Dear Diary, Day 1. All packed for the cruise, all my sexiest dresses and makeup, really excited. Dear Diary, Day 2. Entire day at sea, beautiful, and saw whales and dolphins. Met the captain today, seems a very nice man. Dear Diary, Day 3. At the pool today. Also some shuffleboarding and the golf balls off the deck. Captain invited me to join him at his table for dinner. Felt honored and had a wonderful time. He's very attractive and attentive. Dear Diary, Day 4. Won $800 in the ship's casino. Captain asked me to have dinner with him in his own cabin. Had a luxurious meal complete with caviar and champagne. He asked me to stay the night, but I declined. Told him I could not be unfaithful to my husband. Dear Diary, Day 5. Pool again today, got sunburned, went inside to drink at piano bar for the rest of the day. Captain saw me, brought me several large drinks. Really is charming. Asked again to visit his cabin for the night. Again I declined. He told me if I didn't let him have his way with me, he would sink the ship. I was shocked. Dear Diary, Day 6. Today I saved 1,600 lives. Twice. So, indirectly, it talks about what one of my main focuses is, and that is the soul energy in the universe, which is love. Of course, that was a bit skewed from what we call real lovemaking, but there is only one energy in the universe, and it is love. And we can't get away from it. It's just there. It is who we are. It is, everything is composed of love. And the feeling quality of love is joyfulness. It's essentially that simple. Now, where it gets interesting is, if that's all that there is and that's all that we are, how come the human experience is the way it is? And so I knew sort of in the back all along that when we come into this human experience, we knew what we were getting into before we came here. But it was sort of just hanging around out there, and it didn't come into full relief for me, clarity, until I did 18 years of doing weekend events and annual retreats, and mostly teaching what I called universal principles. And then I went through a very intense period, 8 years of being coached, and after 2.5 years coaching others, going in all the places you don't want to go. And I'm not suggesting that you go there. And I'll tell you why. But I went through all of that, and then it was time to come back out, and so I've come back out and doing events in a whole new way. In order to understand love and joyfulness, it is important to understand the human experience. What is it really? And it was through that coaching that I got in touch with what it really was, where I was guided into it and told what it was. And that was really fascinating, and what led me to write the book called The Journey, which I wrote in 2002 after about 3 years of the coaching, which was my personal experience basically with the coaching process. And that's where I introduced what I was taught, what I call phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 1 is the intentional creation by us of a life opposite to our natural state. What we know of as the human experience is self-created. It is not who we naturally are, has nothing to do with that. It's the exact opposite. So we come out of a oneness, a wholeness, unconditionally loving, supportive, joyful every moment. And you can imagine hanging out in that state, well, let's try something else, you know. We are these divine beings. We have infinite power. Let's really create something different. And it was pretty much that way.